If I thought I weren't going to be a champion, I wouldn't be a boxer. But I know I'm going to be the best in this country, maybe the best in the world, you know. And taking a loss on my record, you know, fighting the best isn't something that I'm worried about, because, you know, you have to fight the best to be the best, 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 be the best.
Growing up, I always liked to get into fights, but I never really thought that I'd take up a sport in it. When I moved to London, I was initially in northwest London, and I lived there with my mum. About 2-3 years after that, I got put in care. I was put in about 10 different foster placements, all of which I broke down within a few hours or days. So they kept moving me all over the country, and I kept breaking down all the placements, and then I just ended up in Liverpool, and I couldn't break down the placement in Liverpool, really.
Was there a particular reason why you had to get out of London?
Yeah, because I just kept running away, and they seen it as I was putting myself and others at risk.
Me and my mate were out one night and we went past where the gym is now, and it was just getting built then, and we said, oh, that's going to be a gym, you know, we should go one day. And I was a bit anxious to go. I didn't really want to go to boxing gym because I was still in footy at the time. My mate was telling me, oh yeah, you should come. My mate was having loads of fights then. I think I went to the first show he was on, and I thought, yeah, I want to go, I want to try this boxing thing out. So in the first session, it was hard. I was like, don't want to do this again. My mum said, you either go to the gym or you keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to end up somewhere where you don't want to be.
Before boxing, I didn't have any sort of motivation to like do anything, because especially when you're in care, you don't really have to do anything because your parents aren't there to tell you what to do. When I started boxing, it kind of made me start going to school and everything, because I started to see that there was things to do outside of just being stuck in a care home. To be fair, initially everyone was very worried about me doing boxing because I was basically getting taught how to punch people. But in the end, everyone's glad I'm doing it now.
Before I started boxing, as I said, I was on the streets of my mate getting in trouble. I developed bad anger issues. I was getting sent out of class. I'd end up breaking a window, busting up my knuckles, doing whatever, you know, swearing at teachers, walking out of, you know, we're going on the yard, not going to my lesson, whatnot. You know, I think one night I must have had a knife on me for whatever reason, and I got caught, but nothing big, nothing bad, nothing that could send me to jail or nothing, but something that was just like a switch for me. So when I started boxing, it helped me anger issues a lot. It calmed me right down, like just punching a bag, you know, letting all your anger out on something. That helps me a lot, and that's how I used to cope with all my anger issues and that. But then boxing, as I said, got it right down.
Boxing for me is quite calming, especially when you're sparring and when you're fighting. Someone literally is there to just punch you. I tend to be like very focused just on like boxing. Like I don't have to think about anything else, because when you're sparring, you can't afford to think of anything else. Someone's there to want to take your head off, so all you can do is focus on that.
At a time, sometimes, you know, I do feel anxious, you know, before you fight, you always feel nervous. You know, it's normal to feel nervous, you know, before sparring I'll feel nervous, you know. Loads of things are in your mind, you know, what's going to happen, you know, say if this happens. When I'm in the gym, I feel like the coaches, they're like your stepdad or something, because they look after you that much, you know. Coach Wayne knows me inside and out, you know. And if I went to another gym, no other gym would know me like inside out, you know, they just see me.
When we've had sparring down in the past and we've had pros coming down, people have said to this, when he was amateur, said, listen, he's a pro him. He's always been very pro-orientated. He's never had that amateur style. Rio coming in with a lot of anger because of the outside influence, as the old saying goes, that you're a product of your environment. You know, we started off flying in the amateurs, he was just like a bulldozer, and they named him Rio the Rhino, because he just went through everyone. With Rio, his issues were just disappearing, and he's turned into the person who I always knew he was. A friend of mine got in contact with me over Jordan. He was just head of the home where she was. He said, listen, I've got a girl who's interested in boxing. She's done a bit of kickboxing. Is she okay to come to the gym? I said, obviously. So she come up here. She was a bit shy, but still had that little attitude. Told me her past. He told me what had happened to her. The upbringing she had, you know, she'll fall down, and then she'll just get back up and dust it off.
after COVID, I was just dying to get out there and try something. So I said, I'll give it a go. And then I just got one of my carers to drop me off at the door of Golden Gloves and just walked in and said to the first person, never been in before, what do I do? And then they took me in the gym, and that's where I met Wayne. Wayne's one of those people that he can make a joke out of anything, and he's always quite upbeat, and he's always there, he's always in the gym. You know, when you walk in the gym, Wayne's going to be there, you're going to have a good session, you're always going to feel great at the end of it.
Whether you just come here to just like keep fit and be involved and be in a community and just be in an environment with all those type of people in the boxing, you know, it's saved lives. It's fact. Boxing saves lives.
If I'm fighting the best in my division and I get beat by him by a tiny decision, you know, man, you know, we go again. But if I'm proving to people that I'm up there, you know, I'm up there with the best, you know, I can be the best and I know I'm going to be the best, you know.
When you're 18, the door basically gets slammed in your face and they tell you to get on with it, but it's not like that with boxing. So like, I know when I'm 18, I'm still going to have Golden Gloves and I'm still going to be training, I'm still going to be boxing. And I think that's what it's helped me a lot. It's helped me see my life past, like when I'm 18 and when I do leave care.
And if I can do it, you know, to other kids, they're going to think, yeah, if he can do it, I can do it, you know, because I've been the same with these kids, you know, starting off in the amateurs, you know.
In the future, I definitely want to go professional with boxing. I definitely want to win a few titles. I definitely want to make a name for myself in the boxing industry. But outside of that, I also want to go into coaching and helping other kids like me through sport.
I'm going to try and put on for the city as well, you know. I want the whole city to know me, not just Toxteth, you know, whatnot. I want the whole city to recognise me.
I had a lot of shit going on in my life, and I've come right round full circle. Without this place, I don't know what I'd do, basically. You know, this is my life, never mind the kids' lives.